Inktober, and today the theme is going to be pumpkin party. Now, instead of making a pumpkin in which all of the ghosts are coming out, uh, me and my mom came up with an idea that we should make like a ghostly party in some haunted, graveyard where all the dead are being coming to life, and the host of the party would be the pumpketeer, the pumpkin master. So we're gonna give this a little scary and festive look to our art. So I'm gonna start off with making with the head of the pumpkin, and we're gonna make this beautiful cloak with it, giving it a little dark theme and stuff like that. So this pumpkin tear, whatever, would be holding this grave in which he is inviting his friend in a way, and they're digging it out in a graveyard, and there's gonna be a horse behind. So we're gonna give it like if you have seen that the headless monster or the headless. There was this theme that I've gone through with the cloak or with this get up of the pumpkin host. And what we're gonna do is make a wooden grave in which the skeleton will be resting in a position, and yeah, and the other skeleton friend would be helping him to open it. And in the background, there's gonna be a lot of pumpkin tables which are gonna be floating, inviting everybody, the witches, the ghosts, um, even the flying ghosts and every kind of it. And I'm gonna go with sleek, rusted clothes, which are gonna be, really, you know, because the skeleton is skinny, so it's gonna be really, really stretchy, and it's not gonna fill in. So what we're gonna do is fold the hands using my ink pen, and you gotta be really, really, soft with it, since it does not matter how much hard you try to ink. Inking really helps you in wooden themes and helping you to make really, really nice edges and details. So that's why I think Inktober is like a good idea for improving your art and doing it a really nice look. So tomorrow I'm coming with a theme of haunted house, which is gonna be comparatively same, but it's interesting in every aspect you see it. So I hope I use less markers since I've used less shading in this one, and it gives a really nice look. So you guys can see it's like really precise skeleton being made here, since I'm really good in my biology classes, since we studied skeletons and everything, so it's really easy for me to make the ribs. And I have done a video on how to draw a skull. If you guys want to know more about making a full skeleton with arms, ribs, and cage, let me know in the comments. I will post that soon as well. But I will try to do this separately, not disturbing the Inktober routine. So yeah, you guys should let me know. So I'm going with wooden plank tails, since it's not gonna be anything special like steel or anything. And there's gonna be a lot of graves with crows. And I avoided bats because I have an upcoming theme related to bats and vampires. So I've skipped on that, since I want it to be different. I don't want to mix everything in this since it's related to pumpkin party. And the other thing is that you have to be really precise on making the scale of distance. If something is near, you gotta make a big image. If something is going far, you gotta make a really small image. It gives a really nice distinction to your drawings. It gives dimension to your drawings. You know that it's giving a 3D look that makes the farther and further of the canvas broader. So we've given the tables like a little floating shape, since it should be like flying up in the sky, and there are also some in the ground. So it gives a really spooky look, and yeah, it should be spooky. And for that completion, we're adding the woods, the trees. So the first thing you gotta do, another thing in these trees, I've also given dimension. I've started off with making the white trees in front, and the back of it I'm making it fully using the black ink, and we're just making this little pineish look, since it really gives a lot of dimension. It's going back and further. So don't use gray colors because it won't help you, because that's a really far image. Either you're gonna use black, either you're gonna use white. So yeah, you guys will know as you see it done. And yeah, it's not silly like that, and it's really helpful. So okay, so I'm going to give it little to the back, so it gives a really nice looking look. I've avoided making the gates. Gates do not give that fine distinction on how broad your sketch, your drawing, your portrait is. It really, decreases your dimension. So avoid that. Do use a lot of forest. If you want to use a graveyard, do that. Then there's a house scene in it, which I'm gonna go to tomorrow, and I'm gonna demonstrate that to you guys. So it's gonna be really helpful, and it's gonna help you guys a lot. So now what I'm gonna do is add faces to the pumpkins, and there's gonna be this, in these parties you put lights. So we're putting, skeleton faces. So I've not added too much expression to these because that would be taking away our theme. In my point of view, you guys can add that. So I've added really neutral face skeleton skulls, and these are really like short themes in it. If you guys wanna, be helpful in bio, there is a video. You can go to my channel. I'm gonna, link all Inktober themes here. So yeah. So I'm making a carved moon because it's gonna, it's a cartoonish spooky theme. So I'm not gonna go with realistic moon type thing. And there's gonna be a few candles floating in the sky because I thought that this certain area looks empty, so we gotta fill that. Now we're gonna add the missing tables, which I had highlighted earlier, and we're gonna make the witches, which are floating. So one is really small, means that she's really far, and the one which is really near is gonna be big. So yeah, that's how you put dimensions. And yeah, it's giving a really nice look. You added the broom, you add the hat, you add the dress. And yeah, there's the ghost in the last table in which the witch is going and attending. So it gives a really nice finishing of the look. So this is what you get, guys. Now what we're gonna do is highlight the color. Now I'm making it a little lighter, the color of the moon. I know it's yellow. Yellow is like the color of the sun, but still, it's a little whitish, the color of the sun. I'm going with a little orange and yellow because I don't want to go with red, because the red I have is really deep color. And now I'm going to use gray to highlight the quirk of the pumpkin host, because it, catches the eye. Because either the paintings I've done right now, it really mixes up the theme. When you color some of the part of it, it makes really prominent of what you're making, what you're not. And sometimes if there's all these outlines out there, you can't differentiate like what is there, it's mixed up. So do guys add a lot of shades of gray, so it really helps you guys. Now, I'm adding a little detail to the clothes, to the face, to the edges, and to the wooden planks. So now lastly, I'm gonna add shade to the pumpkin head so it gives dimension. So voila, I hope you guys liked it. Let me know in the comments down below. Do subscribe for more videos. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. Bye bye.